Roll, Jordan, Roll, The World Slaves Made, 1974, stands as a non-fiction work authored by American historian Eugene D. Genovese. The book delves into the intricacies of American slavery, examining it through the prisms of paternalism and social hegemony. Recognized with the Bancroft Prize, Roll, Jordan, Roll earned accolades as the paramount book on slavery in the United States, a sentiment echoed by Michael Kazin of the New York Review of Books. Genovese's central argument posits that the antebellum American South operated as a profoundly paternalistic society. Rooted in medieval thought, paternalism, broadly defined, entails authority figures limiting the freedom of subordinates with the theoretical justification of safeguarding the subordinates' best interests. Although this ethos was ingrained in the Old South from the colonial era, awareness of it heightened among slaves and slaveholders in the 1830s, prompted by abolitionist endeavors seeking to end slavery. These efforts included a public disavowal of cruelty, a stark contradiction to the actual practices of slaveholders. Genovese notes that slaveholders often boasted about the physical or intellectual prowess of their enslaved individuals, akin to a strict father extolling a favored child. They viewed providing necessities to their slaves as both a duty and a burden, framing it in humanitarian terms to assert their unique capacity for charity and generosity. Even in the aftermath of the Civil War, as slaves gained freedom, slaveholders persisted in framing those seeking freedom as betrayers. Genovese contends that slaveholders craved the gratitude of their slaves to affirm their moral standing. To solidify their position, slaveholders portrayed the entire plantation population, black and white, as a single family unit. Despite the physical abuses slaves faced, the prospect of being sold and separated from family instilled a unique terror, revealing the symbiotic relationship between the broader slave trade economy and the paternalistic ethos. From the slave's perspective, Genovese argues that they reluctantly participated in this paternalistic system as a strategy to carve out space in an unjust environment. In doing so, they asserted their rights, preserved their self-respect, and developed a defense against dehumanization. The conversion of slaves to Christianity is presented as evidence of this defense mechanism, offering spiritual freedom, instilling pride and love, and providing a coping mechanism within a political reality where revolutionary solutions seemed improbable. Despite individual acts of resistance, Genovese argues that they inadvertently reinforced the authority of the slaveholding class. Acts of rebellion, whether small or large, were framed as individual problems rather than exposing systemic issues with slavery. Genovese acknowledges that slave revolts were minimal in the United States during the 19th century, attributing this to the oppressive circumstances faced by slaves. He refrains from blaming slaves for their lack of frequent and effective revolts, commending their attempts under exceedingly discouraging conditions. Genovese contrasts the situation with Haiti, where a successful slave revolt occurred. In Haiti, plantation owners worked slaves to death and replaced them rather than maintaining a more sustainable relationship. Despite slaveholders' self-perception as fair, Genovese is unambiguous about the ferocity and brutality inherent in any system of slavery, particularly in the antebellum South. Regardless of planters' intentions, paternalistic codes were specifically designed to perpetuate a system marked by exploitation and cruelty. While acknowledging that some planters may have genuinely believed in the goodness of their intentions, Genovese asserts that the system they constructed involved daily atrocities and widespread dehumanization. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did and be sure to subscribe. Thank you.